honor to work with someone as talented as UMP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities we like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't, so it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Oh, yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our 6th man to start the season.
6th man. Okay, can't be mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale. Coach, you're a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset too.
I'm not upset. It's just I haven't come off the bench since my freshman year of college. And before that, never, really.
I get that. But 6 man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you. I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself, and I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Ah, Coach, yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
NBA 2K23 is turning back the clock in a big way with the return of the Jordan Challenge.
15 of the most legendary games of Michael Jordan's career have been painstakingly recreated.
Put it down!
Are you kidding me?
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. At center, Mitchell Robinson.
And we've been waiting. And
Thank you, Kevin. Now,
I can see that. Thanks, David. Sounds like MP already has some critics.
Yeah, but I think that'll help MP. Fuel it.
So the New York starting
Here we
five.
go.
Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair.
Substitution
Opening day is
at the
here.
line for your Grizzlies.
So what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
It's good.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Barrett kicks to MP. Passes to Robinson. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Morant with it. Now defended by MP.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Barrett slams it in.
well, R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
The Grizzlies shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Morant passes to Tillman. Pass to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. Gets it to go. That one good from Tillman.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Over in the corner, Randall. It's rebounded by Memphis. And this matchup with the Knicks, hard to believe, just the first game of the NBA's 82-game regular season.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the two teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. And then for New York. Toppin, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And quickly in for Jalen Brunson. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Then for the Knicks, Hartenstein comes in for Randall. And it's Reddish in for R.J. Barrett. Throws it up high. Quickly finds Toppin. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. You know, Doris, I feel for guys like Emmanuel Quickly. The college tournament canceled his final season.
And that's brutal. You can never... replace the excitement of March. But Quickly is starting a long NBA career at last. That 2020 tournament cancellation ended a lot of college basketball careers.
Williams, he's checked in for Memphis. And Quickly drops them both. And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
Tillman passes to Williams. Toppin pulls it in.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's King. Buries it down low. And the Knicks lead by 1. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Now Williams. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Clark. From deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. The pass to Reddish. Williams against King. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Conchar. And another miss by Memphis.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Reddish.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
King with the steal. 3 on 3. Reddish kicks to Quickly. Dishes it to MP. Passes it to Toppin. Just 5 to shoot. MP, that's for 2. It doesn't go for him. And Memphis the other way now. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Concho. Bounce pass from Clark. Jones against Quickly. Jones, no luck.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And the shot is good. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Concho. Back to Jones. To the left side wing. There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter.
New York foul. Isaiah Hartenstein.
This is his first free throw of the game.
15
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
King. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Quickly against Jones. Nice shot from 10 feet out. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 6-point game. Williams for 3. That one no good.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And Reddish. A bucket on the assist by MP. Reddish has got 7.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now the pass to Concho. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The Grizzlies have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Team is in the penalty.
And that one misses. Dorsey.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Knicks now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Clark is out there with Adams, and it's Conchar in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant with the steal. Here's Conchar. Barrett covering. Conchar, the pass to Bain. Clark right side. Over Randall. Adams trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team.
Julius Randle picks one up.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot down low more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball. But a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Offensive rebound. Count that bucket.
We are talking about a big-time offensive rebounder, and Steven Adams unafraid to impose his will with that frame.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Passes it to Quickly. Looking to end the run. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
3.
Kings got 6 assists here tonight. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Outside, Bain. Pass to Concho. Adams right side. To the inside. Bain finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter. Didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them. And now they're showing what they can do offensively.
MP dishes to Toppin. And Barrett now top of the key. King left side. Just 3 to shoot. And again, New York with the triple.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Pass to Concho. Now Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Sinks the triple. Concho's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And have not had as much success in the paint this quarter. Everything has been from the perimeter.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And King, here we go. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Back to Bain. Lets it go. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
During Desmond Bain's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bain's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond has been a premier shooter.
For New York, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And it's in there. Bain's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
It's tipped. Morant scanning the floor. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's King. He kicks it to Randall. And it's out of bounds. So they say last touch by Adams.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it so close.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
A three-pointer is right on target. Barrett's got 9.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
King against Bain. And Morant mows it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Quickly the pass to King. Trying to get open is Randall. King's shot is off. Outside, Bain. Over Randall. Randall with the block.
How about the timing? The rejection by Julius Randle. Read that one beautifully.
Quickly. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Shot.
62. The Knicks, 53. Your Grizzlies, you dance team.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, John Morant has... The Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Williams comes in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Then for the Knicks, Obi Toppin's checked in for Randall. Fournier comes in for R.J. Barrett. And King subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Robinson. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got King. Toppin is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Knicks trail by 13. King outside. Down low. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by MP. King's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Outside Williams. The pass to Brooks. Outside Jones. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
Outside Fournier. Here's Robinson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Konchar's checked in for the Grizzlies. Randall's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Pass to Brooks. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Back to Randall. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Kings got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Brooks outside. Pass to Concho. Outside Jackson. Jones, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. And Randall has got the ball here for the Knicks. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jones against Quickly. Brooks the pass to Concho. And the layup falls. Konchar's got 10 points.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed. And great score there to help his team. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And a closer look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
2 points, that one goes. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Well, Moran is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take a sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Brooks against Fournier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And the toughness of Brooks on display. Not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Knicks trail by 14. King outside. And there's the feed to Randall. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randall is a southpaw.
Yeah, you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
Both free throws good from Randall.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
Back to Morant. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
You know, the second half has been a series of distractions for him. After one turnover in the first, been a disaster.
Quickly finds MP.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Fournier. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Outside for Jackson. Gets a hand on it, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And MP throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Morant passes to Brooks. Morant against Quickly. Shoots a fader. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Jones against King. Here's Quickly. Hits it from 3-point range. Quickly's got 8 points.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. And Adams kicks to Jones. And they come right back with their own 3-point. He's got 11.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Jones finds Morant, and the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame, and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
MP dishes to Randall, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Randall's got 20.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Grant. Outside, Jones. No good from outside. And a wide open look for him. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And a big-time three to cut it to single digits. They've kept it within reach, but they've got to pick up the intensity in this final quarter.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just
making a switch here. Kings checked in.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Shooting 1.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Tyus Jones out there with Morant. And it's Bain in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's King. Trying to get open is Randall. King, that's good. King's got 11 in the second half. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin helped. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Pass to King. 5 on the clock. Robinson kicks to Barrett. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Randall finds MP. And again, New York with the triple.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
And the Grizzlies with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Payne looking around. Back to Jones. Can't hit that one. Good defense by MP. And there's the drive. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Brooks checked in for Jones. Free throw, no good for MP. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Morant, the bounce pass. Inside, here's Payne. Offensive rebound. And Randall has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. The pass to Rose. Over Brooks. Second chance shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, Mitchell Robinson is willing to pursue the ball out of his area. It makes him a tremendous rebounder.
That one misses for Robinson. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Passes it to Adams. On the wing, Jackson. Over Robinson. Here's Brooks. Over Barrett. Hits the jumper. Brooks has got 21.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. King, the pass to Rose. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Payne against King. Lays it up off the glass. Payne's got 9 points now in just the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
MP deciding where to go with it. Rose finds MP. And they get it back. Randall with the bucket.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
Outside, Payne. Barrett against Brooks. Pass to Morant. And there it is for him. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities And that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for John Morant.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Morant against Rose. Morant outside. King with the steal. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris.
Tough loss tonight, MP. I'm sure that's not how you wanted to start your NBA career.
Nope, John. It's definitely not.
What gives you confidence that your next game will end on a more positive note?
The work I put in. I take my craft seriously, and I maximize my efforts each and every day. So if the results aren't there, that's unfortunate, but I always make sure I put myself in the best possible position to succeed. The results will come.
So your preparation gives you confidence. Makes perfect sense. Wishing you luck in your next one.
Appreciate it, John.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Community. Community is everything to me, so it's very important for me to have the fans on my side. You know, with that being said, it's only up to me to give them a reason to cheer, to smile, to have something to look forward to, you know, and with the season only just starting, you know, I'm not surprised if they're not fully on board yet.
Okay, but is it fair to you to have to prove yourself like that? Is there any part of you that wishes you were perhaps given the benefit of the doubt?
I mean, is it fair? I don't know. John, life ain't fair. You know, my parents used to always tell me that when I felt bad for myself.
Wise words.
Truly. You know, but as far as, you know, getting the benefit of the doubt goes, I'm more comfortable being in a position where I got to prove myself. Always have, always will. You know, that's just a natural part of sports. You know, first you got to prove yourself to your teammates that you can be trusted to deliver. Then, if you do that and get results, the fans will follow. So I'm not really worried about it.
Cool as a cucumber. I'm sure the fans will love that quote, MP.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Anytime, brother.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up, Rick? You good?
Hey, yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? I mean, he's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, I mean, that's not really his reputation.
So...
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I mean, I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Okay. Something about this feels off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
All right. Bet.
So what you say to MP? Come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, Mr. Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
All right, man, my bad. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Oh, boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie.
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about controlling your own narrative, you're a ball player, not a politician.
We put together a very specific game plan for you. You hit these goals, you're in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my shot with the Stars.
That's flat out wrong. This Shep stuff has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with your playing time. I want you to focus on your craft, not this PR stuff. Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
Good. I don't need to keep you. But if you ever want to talk, or if Freddie gives you a hard time, whatever, my door is always open.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ogpen.
Othello. Don't mention it. Thank me by putting in the work.
All right. See you, Coach.
See ya. Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
To be honest with you, man.
Big chain around my neck, so these know I'm rich. And I don't need with the big stack in this purse, so these know I'm working. I'm holding this in my Birkin. Got a whole leg L trying to come for my pen. I'm really finna make another M. Now tell me how the I'm in the wrong. If I don't want the he still ain't with the be working. I make moves in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty. Real fantasy. I'll for a broke handle me. Energy. Y'all still messy. And I'm sick of y'all trying it. Garcia's bang up in the box. Sorry, take me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be the girl. Don't call me sis cause I'm not your sister. You really need to come and get your mister. Seeing all my ops linked up in the picture. Everybody look busted, injured. Stalking my page, probably want moves in silence. Might never like me and I'm fine with it. Nasty, I'm a real fantasy. I for a broke handle me. Rich energy, y'all still messy. And I'm sick of y'all trying it. Garcia's bang up in the box. Bad running my pack. On some lame broke, all in my way. Clear 'em. Chains ain't making no noise, ain't big enough. Wildin' on the boat on the island. When I bet I make 'em throw the tile in. One, I'ma have my fun. Teacup, I can fit a in my purse. Which one of y'all wanna go first? Spicy, ain't it out built like me? I run probably how I gotta deal with Nike. Beefin', you just mad we ain't speaking. And I'm the one that